All right, all right, all right. What's going on, fans? Giants preseason football. Get ready to get started. Kickoff, get ready to happen. What's going on, guys? Hopefully, you guys tune in and get this live play-by-play. Browns kicking off. Our offense will be on the field first. Then we got CJ Board back there. Get ready to receive the kickoff. And the kick is off. And Board will let it go into the end zone for a touchback. If you want to call in to the show, say a few words, you can while I'm doing my live play-by-play first quarter. Giants preseason football game 2. Daniel Jones will not be playing today. So we're going to have Glennon in there today. Let's see what he does against this Browns vicious defense. All right, I form a little trickeration, a little end around to CJ Board. And CJ Board's been running fast, man. King Blue, what's going on, bro? CJ Board has been playing pretty well, man. He's trying to earn a spot on this roster. Live play-by-play. Giants preseason football game 2. CJ Board want to end around for 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Let's move the ball. Mike Glennon in a strong I formation. Draw play. Okay, Devontae Booker up the middle. First down, Giants. Let's go. What's up, Mac the Giants fan? Big Mac, miss you on the show, bro. Doing this live play-by-play for us. Preseason game 2. Booker up the middle, showing a little something today. Up the middle for about 11 yards. Gets the first down. 1st and 10, Giants. Mike Glennon in the shotgun. High snap. Glennon in the middle to Booker. Yeah, nice play. Gets about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. All right, the offense is moving the ball a little bit on this Browns defense. Let's see what they keep doing. Terrible block by Lassen Sr., but hey, look, we got the ball off. We got 5 yards. That's all that matters. Let's see what this offensive line does against this Browns defensive line. Glenn snaps the ball. Play action. He goes deep down the left. He just misses Seals. Just misses Seals down the left, man. I thought he was going to pull that in. A little bit out of his reach. King Blue says, I just got my jersey number for high school football. I'll be wearing number 10 Eli Manning jersey, but I play wide receiver. That's cool, bro. Go out there and shine, man. Go out there and do what you love, bro. The starter's sitting again. I don't like it too much, but hey, this is Joe Judge's team, and he knows what he's doing. So, hey, they'll get in there eventually. Glennon from the shotgun, scanning the field. He's running. He's going to try to throw, and they say incomplete. Thought it was a completed pass on the sideline, but they say incomplete. So it'll be 4th down, Giants. Yeah, they said it was not a catch, so be a punt by the Giants. Got a little bit of yardage, but we did not get points. All right, punts the ball. Let's see if we can pin him inside the 20. Good punt. He catches at the 10, makes a move. Oh, breaks the tackle. He's off to the races now. He gets it up to the 18. Poor tackling. Turns something into nothing and gets it up to the 18. I mean, it's the backup quarterback. Shoot, we don't even know what our starting quarterback is about. So I'm not gonna get on our backup quarterback just yet. I mean, he's the backup for a reason. Shoot, let's get our starting quarterback up to par. If we could get our starting quarterback up to par, hey, we'll be good. Let's see what our defense does this first drive, man. Everybody's talking about the backup quarterback. I'm really not worried about a backup quarterback right about now. I want to see my first string quarterback. I want to see what he does. I want to see what what he's going to bring to the table this year. Yeah, shout out to Bobby Skinner. I said Ted Larson's first reps were awful. They were absolutely awful. Yeah, I think Glenn is an upgrade from Colt McCoy as well. I really do. All right. First rep for the Cleveland Browns goes back. Oh, my thing is messing up. Completion to the Browns tight end Julian Love with the tackle. Oh, my thing is messing up. Second down to three, Browns, an I form. Goes back, quick pass across the middle to the running back. First down, Cleveland Browns. Johnson from the Cleveland Browns with a catch over the middle. Hey, King Blue. I don't believe any of our starters are playing today. Just like week one, I don't think any of our starters are playing. Oh, good bounce back run by the Browns running back. Gets it all the way up to the 48. First down, Cleveland. Man, that was a great bounce back right there. Man, what a great cutback that was. Undisciplined on the outside by the Giants defensive ends. And that's what happens. They break loose. Browns in a strong eye, receiver in motion, and they do a reverse, and he got space. He has a lot of space, and he gets another first down for the Browns. I mean, yeah, King Blue. I'm really not worried too much about preseason. I just want to see a couple of flashes, see what they do. Right now, we're being very undisciplined on the edges. We're letting these guys get to the edges and get major yardage. So we're gonna have to clean that up. Browns back out. Another strong eye formation. 1st and 10. Play action. And he hits a tight end on the tight end screen. And there's another big chunk of yardage down to the 27. 1st down, Browns. Man. It's crazy, man. They are getting big chunks of yardage with ease. And another strong eye formation, tight end in motion. They snap the ball, hand it off to the running back. He bounces it to the outside. Another big chunk of yardage. And he's down all the way to the 9-yard line. Wow. We are very undisciplined this first drive. We are giving everything to the outside. There's not even a fight. We're not even giving up a fight, folks. Not on this first drive. We are really getting gashed. Another strong guy. Another handoff to the running back, and he gets to the outside again, but stop him for a little bit this time. He gets down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. What's up, Zion? Man, well, you said you were live. I was going to say you're more than welcome to come on the channel and talk this Giants football right now. We're not looking too good on this first drive. I mean, they are really gashing us. All right, Giants eye for him, 2nd and goal. He drops back the pass, goes to the corner of the end zone. Good play. Good breakup in the corner of the end zone. Higgins almost had it, but the cornerback puts his hands in there and knock it out. All right, 3rd and goal. Browns in a shotgun. Tight end in motion. And we send a blitz. We don't hit home. He comes up. And we get him. We get the sack. He does not make it to the end zone. Case Keenum. Good play by Carter Coughlin and the X-Man. Good play. Fourth and goal, and it looks like the Browns are going for it, man. They're not playing. Fourth and goal from the 7. Let's see what we do. They got Higgins in motion. We send another blitz. Oh, and what a catch by number 12 from the Browns. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. Great catch in the corner by the receiver, number 12 for the Browns. He just hops over our DB and pulls it in. Great play. And the point after is up, and it's good. Browns first drive, go down and get points. That's what they're supposed to do. And after the first 2 drives, the Browns are up over our Giants 7-0. Great catch by the receiver for the Browns, man. He just hops up and grabs that ball, man, like no other on that one. That was a good play. Nothing really the DB could have did on that one, man. That was just a great play. But y'all guys, let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think about. Crazy. We have got to do better on offense. I'm not too worried about the defense because we got our second stringers in there, and they were doing pretty. They did pretty good last week. Now today they just got gashed on a couple of plays, but that's it. I'm not truly worried about our defense, but our offense, man, we got to do something about this offense, man. We got to start making plays when we need them. But let's see what we do on this second drive here. First drive, we made a little progress, but then we stalled. Got to get it to a point where when we're making progress, we make it count, not just get downfield and then settle for a field goal, or even worse, not even get any points. So let's show some fight on the field during the play of the game. Let's show fight there. Let's see if we can get some yards and get Kadero Hodge. That was his name for the Cleveland Browns, Kadero Hodge with the catch. But let's see if we can get down the field to get some points and tie this game back up. Let's see what we do. This is what I want to see. I want to see if we got fight in us throughout the whole roster, not just the first stringers, but the backups as well. Let's see if we got any fight. Cleveland with the kickoff. Oh, man, that's cool. He was born the same year Eli was drafted. That's cool, man. But let's see. Let's see. See what we do on offense. Another touchback for the Browns, so we're going to get the ball at the 25. Let's see what we do with it. All right, Mike Glennon in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. Hands it off to Boogie. He goes up the middle for about 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards. Good run by Booker on first down. Be 2nd and 5. Booker showing a little bit of life. He's showing why we signed him. And in the offseason this season, he's showing why. Glennon back in the shotgun. Quick screen. Who's number 13? Oh, that's Pettis. Pettis on the quick screen. First down, Giants. And that's going to be another thing, man. This is a receiver position, man. It's going to be a battle. Somebody's going home, man. Between Pettis, Steele, Austin Mack, man, there's a lot of people that might be going home. CJ Board, Glennon in a strong eye. He's back to pass, scans the field, throws across the middle to Eli Penny. Good catch for about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Okay, we're moving the ball, people. We're moving the ball. Let's go. Let me see what y'all can do, man. Let me see if y'all can answer back. Mike Glenn is making sound decisions out there, man. Your backup quarterback's not going to be Tom Brady. He's going to be your backup quarterback for a reason. He's brought in there to be efficient and move the offense. That's what he's brought in there to do what he's told. All right, we're in a single back formation. Give it to Booker, run up the middle. He runs up the middle, breaks off a tackle, and gets the first down. First down, Giants. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, Booker showing some life, man. Bouncing back from that first performance he had. Glennon snaps the ball, play action, and he throws right at the line of scrimmage. It's caught, but looks like Caden Smith, but it doesn't go anywhere. It'll be second down and probably nine at best, maybe second and 10. That pass didn't go anywhere. I mean, well, he didn't have somebody was in his face, but if he would have had a little bit more time, he could have hit the receiver going on a little drag route, but he did what he was supposed to do. 2nd and 9, Giants. Glennon in the shotgun. Receiver in motion. Booker in the backfield. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Booker. Booker runs it up the middle, does a twist, and he gets about 5 yards, man. Booker's running hard today. King Blue, what I think our record will be? I think our record will be around the 10-7, 11-6 range. We get everything together, we'll be around 10-7, 11-6 this year. 3rd and 3, Glennon back in a shotgun. Booker to his left, Caden Smith at tight end. Looks like we got Austin Pettis and Seals in there. Receiver in motion. Glennon snaps the ball. Hits Booker out the backfield. He makes a move, makes a juke. Shows some power, gets 6 yards, man. First down, Giants. Let's go. All right, Booker, show us what you made of, man. Show us why we picked you up this offseason, bro. Okay. Okay, he's showing some life out there today. I don't know what jumped up in him today, but he's showing some life today. Yeah, we'll win the NFC East. We'll win NFC East as long as we beat those. But beat Washington, we'll win the NFC East. We'll be in the playoffs. 1st and 10, Giants. Glennon in a shotgun. Booker right next to him. Glennon steps back, throws it deep across the middle. Good seam pass. Good catch. Rising John. I forgot about him, the big 6'7" guy. Rising John. Way to go. Glennon deep seam route to Rising John. That's another guy fighting for a roster spot. He looks good, too. All right, way to move the ball. 1st and 10. Glennon back in the shotgun. Hands it off to Booker. Booker makes a quick move, but he stuffed at the line. Good push by the Browns defensive line there. Way to go, man. Way to respond. Let's see if we can get this in the end zone. See if we can get this in the end zone. 2nd and 9. We're in red zone. We're in striking distance. Let's see if we can push this in the end zone. Caden Smith at tight end. Seals. Booker. Glennon at quarterback. Glennon in the shotgun. Snaps the ball. Scans the field. Throws it. Quick curl. CJ Board with the catch. And he's fighting his way almost got into the end zone at the 1 yard line. CJ Board. Good play. What a catch. Way to respond. That's what I'm talking about. Way to fight. That's how you make the team right there. That's how you fight right there. That's how you make a roster spot. Man, fighting for his receiver life out there. Good catch by CJ Board. 1st to go from the 1. Power eye formation. Looks like we're going to hand it off to Booker. Let's get it in there. Hands it off to Booker. Booker over the top for a touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. That's the way you respond. That's where I wanted them to respond. Adam, what's going on, man? That's the way you respond. If we can do that during the season, I know this is preseason, I know it's backups, but if we can do that, we'll be a way better team. Yeah, the second teamers are looking good, Adam. That first drive, it happened to go a little bad, but that second drive, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see, a response from that touchdown that we gave her. Can we go out there on the field to get our own points? That's what I wanted to see. Great drive, man. Point after is good, and it is 7-7. New York Giants and Browns are tied. Way to go. Yeah, it looks like they are growing. Much improved. That one guy even had a better drive right now. Hey, Adam, if you want to come in and say a couple of words, you can, bro. I'll put the link right here in the chat if you want to come and say a couple of words. Sonny D, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, Sonny D? Doing his live play-by-play. Great drive by the Giants second team right there. Got it tied back up 7-7. Mike Glennon. I told everybody, got to leave him alone. He's a backup for a reason. He's to come in there and be efficient. Yeah, let's go, G-Man. Good drive by the second team, man. That was exciting. We drove it right down their throats on that second drive. That was great. Couldn't have done that any better on that drive. Devin Booker showed up. I believe Rising John should be able to make this squad. I like the way he looks at tight end. He looks pretty doggone good at tight end. He looks like he can make some plays for us. And I'm dead serious about that, man. We need to give him a real hard look this next preseason game. We need to give him a real hard look because I believe he can do something. No, Tony, none of the starters are really playing this game. None of the starters are playing this game. You may see the whole preseason, none of the starters get any work. Just the honest truth. Because the third preseason game, that's it. There's no more preseason games after the next one. And the third preseason game, that's when you really want to get a look at the bottom of your roster. So I don't see the starters playing anytime this preseason. A little disappointing, but hey, Joe Judge knows what he's doing. So, hey, I'm going to go with it. But back to the game. Browns out of the I formation, hands it off to the running back. He makes a quick juke, and he gets a pretty decent gain of about 3 to 4 yards. Now, let's see if the defense can respond. Let's see if the defense can pick up where the offense left off. This is one of our problems as well. We have a real bad problem of not picking up the other side of the ball. When one side of the ball does good, the other side of the ball tends to tail off. This season, we need both sides of the ball to be on the ball. You understand what I'm saying? The offense goes out there, score a touchdown. Come on, defense. Let's get out there and get these people off the field, get it 3 and out, and let's get it back to our hot offense. That's what good teams do. I think he's a pretty good back, man. I believe he won't make the team because we have people like Clement. Although Alfred Morris was cut, so that makes it a little bit better for him. But we got Clements, we got Booker, we got Elijah Penny. You know, Saquon's coming back. I don't think we're going to have 5 running backs on this roster. So I really don't believe he's going to make this roster. But if he does, it would be a pleasant surprise. I think he'll make the practice squad for sure. I see Adam try to come in, but they're saying his devices are not connected. So it won't allow me to pull them on. But yeah, that's what I want to see. Team football. Great teams feed off each other. Translation, Buccaneers. They see the offense is doing good. That defense goes out there and kills it to get you off the field. 3 and out. And I'm gonna do the first half. Got somewhere to be, but I am gonna do the first half for us. And so far, so good, man. It's looking good, man. All right, all right. Second quarter action. Case Keenum in for the Browns. Second down in the shotgun, running back out the backfield in motion. 2nd and 10. Let's see what we do. Keenum back, he throws it across the middle, and he throws a strike to the receiver. Donovan Peoples-Jones with the catch. That was a good catch.
Hello?
Adam, what's good, bro?
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Big Pat?
Cool. Case Keenum with a pass to the outside. Running back fights off a block. It's going to be about 2nd and 3. Good game by the Browns, man. How did you like that last drive?
The last drive was pretty interesting. I saw the second team kind of get coaching, it looks like. When they actually have a center, Jonathan Harrison, they seem to be competent. I mean, when your running back is getting about 4 or 5 yards a clip on the running plays, you got to think that's offensive line play. Now, I know it's not great, and I'm not saying these guys are, anything better than anybody out there, but it was just encouraging to see.
Exactly.
The second team come from week 1 to week 2, where they looked in week 1 like a completely lost mess, to week 2 where they had an 80-yard drive and tied up the game, right? So encouraging.
Exactly.
Now his defense is a little,
man. His defense is shaky, man. This is what we've been doing over the past years, man. The offense would do great, then the defense just decide to slack off. The defense is doing great. The offense decides they don't want to get any points. Well, we gotta get it. Go ahead.
What I know is I mean, I know there's a bunch of second teamers, but I would expect a little bit more from them, a little bit more, because they're on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not expecting them to be the starting defense, but I just want to see a little bit more consistency. Right now, they're giving up a lot of plays. They're getting a little pressure, but some guys aren't holding up on the edge. Like the first Browns run, Jimenez goes right by the guy. Ryan Anderson blows by the guy, and they're running left and right on these ends.
Right.
So
this defense is not playing up to par right now. I don't care if it is a second string.
I'm trying to figure out if it's assignment sound right now. I mean, I'm probably going to have to rewatch it again just to make sure. But I'm not. When you play against the guys in practice, you would think that this would be a little bit more contested. But when you're getting them, the Browns have like 2 or 3 drives and they're already halfway down your field,
right?
And they've had the ball twice. That's not encouraging because some of these second teamers are going to get burned. Like look at that, Yadenabo did pretty good to alter that throw. That's what I like to see. Yadenabo is an interesting cat. See him. I don't know if you're caught up yet on the feed, but the play happened where the defensive lineman actually can affect the throw, and that was good to see Yadenabo get in the backfield. Especially since I wouldn't call him a rookie, right? He's a veteran. He's played. He's got 7.5 sacks his first year. He had 3.5 sacks last year. This is a guy that we hoped when he plays in the second team is doing what he's doing right now, kind of being a disruptor.
Exactly.
And when you're playing lesser competition, I expect better. Woo! Ooh, 91. 91. Whoa. Come on, man.
Okay, you must be you're ahead of me because I got it on stream. I'm in Louisiana, so yeah, I just seen the Adidabo play. Man, I'm not too worried about the defense. Only thing I'm worried about really this preseason is the first offense not getting any reps together at all.
You know, Pat, I thought about that too. I thought that's an interesting dynamic, considering that Joe Judge said they would play in this game, and all of a sudden they don't play in this game. And I'm just wondering, will they be rusty? Because Denver is playing their starters, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying taking anything away from Denver, but they have a quarterback competition going on, so they're playing their starters. So I don't want to come out and have the Giants get, look lethargic, and the Denver Broncos, who had played a couple weeks together, jump on them early. We don't want that. So I'm hoping it doesn't affect them, but we'll see.
They must have gave 91. Oh no, they gave Carter Coughlin a penalty.
Yeah, it was on Coughlin. That's going to happen to him. Being that he's not familiar yet with coverage, but 91's a beast, man. That guy he's going to make the ball club. I mean, he may not be on the 53, but he'll be on the practice squad. That guy.
That's Johnson, ain't it?
Yeah, Raymond Johnson III. Boy, is balling.
Yeah, I told everybody that he was gonna make the team. I think he makes the actual roster, man. That dude's a monster, man.
I mean, I want to agree on that. I don't know because of the depth they've got on there, so it will depend on the numbers game. Like I was thinking about it last night for the DBs. Where do you put Julian Love? Do you put him as a safety and keep an extra safety on the roster? Do you put him at cornerback so you can stash a guy away, right?
I know.
Think about it, right? If Quincy Wilson's number 28, he's getting a little buzz here and there. And if you like him and you like these special teams guys, where are you going to designate that extra number? Because you can keep 10 DBs. It doesn't have to be 5 and 5. It could be, 6 and 4, right? And there's Quincy Wilson. Oh, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but I was just talking about the guy. And, if you want to keep him because he's making plays, where do you designate that player? So I'll let you catch up and get your thoughts on that. You know what? We'll have an analyst during the break. I have a break coming up, so when you get to the break, we'll discuss it further, so I don't ruin it for you anymore.
Okay. But unfortunately, I'm in Louisiana, so I got a stream, so I know I'm probably a couple plays behind.
So
everybody in New York.
What I was just saying is that how are you going to augment the roster to keep guys on there that you want? And back end guys who I happen to mention making plays in a game is kind of crazy, right? So they're out there, and it's just
pick off by Quincy Wilson.
Yeah, the guy I just mentioned makes a pick as we speak. So that's what I'm talking about. A guy like him who's playing safety came over as a corner from Indianapolis, a second-round pick, which I noticed the Giants like to pick up washed-up second-round picks from other teams.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see, okay. Because you got to think, if somebody evaluated you as a second-round pick, why is it not working with that team, right? So
exactly.
There are talents, but maybe that guy's not fitting. I mean, the guy from Green Bay played a lot his rookie year and then nothing the last two. Is that a product of him stinking, or is that a product of the defense changing and not being able to use? And that's what I'm saying. Getting back to Wilson, he's been making plays. Last week he had a hit on a Jet player, damn near knocked the guy's teeth out, right? And then this week he's making a pick, and it's like, all right, Julian Love is the X factor. He's the guy I can stash as a corner and still keep him to play safety and not lose that numbers. Because right now you have McKinney, you have Jabril Peppers, and you have Logan Ryan, who are locks. The fourth safety spot could go to Julian Love. But if you don't necessarily want to designate him as a safety, you can designate him as a corner, and, you can keep Quincy Wilson. So now you have Julian Love playing a hybrid position. So it's kind of interesting to see.
That's basically what he does anyway, though, Adam. He plays a hybrid position.
And that's going to be a question that I'd like to know in a few weeks when they're sitting in that meeting room discussing who they're going to cut. because I just
I
think
don't think they would cut him unless they got a good trade offer for him, like a fourth or a fifth round pick, which would be. I don't see it happening, giving a fifth rounder or a fourth rounder for Julian Love. I don't see it, but
I don't think you trade Love. I don't think you trade him at all. I think, what I'm saying is that guy's going to be picked up, but you have to keep him. You have to write his contract. It's up this year, so
yeah, it is.
The worst case scenario is you keep him and he does well, or you keep him and you extend him, or if the Giants, knock on wood, are terrible, and he's playing well, that's when I would get rid of him and let him go to a team that has a chance to win some games.
If we're terrible, though, there's going to be some changes in New York if we're terrible.
Well, Gettleman's going to be the first to go.
Daniel Jones is second.
Well, it depends on how he plays. If he's playing well and the defense shits the bed, and giving up plays late in drives, I can't blame. It's like Deshaun Watson, right? We talk about him all the time. We had 4,800 yards, but they're like, oh, well, he played in a 2-15 team. But Deshaun Watson wasn't the issue with the team. It was everything else around him. So if Daniel Jones stinks, yes, get rid of him. Because think about it, right? Gettleman said something that's kind of interesting to me. He said, I don't want to trade picks this year in this year's draft. And I thought about it because they lose a lot of players next year to, free agency, 1-year contracts, and they have about 10 players in the draft. You're going to need to replenish a lot of your surplus of players.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's kind of just interesting on how the roster will be built.
How did Glennon miss on that pass, man?
Because he's Mike Glennon. That's why. Dude, Case
Keenum.
I would trade for Case Keenum. I mean, I'm not going to give up a real pick, but he's a backup quarterback that I would love to have. Spot
that
starter.
pass was wide open.
You got to hit that if you're in the NFL, backup or not.
Right? I could have hit that one. And I'm no lie.
I believe it or not. Oh my God! Oh my God! Run to the damn sticks. Friggin' NFL, man. I don't know how they play these games. When I was a young player, we didn't run these underneath routes, right? You ran to the friggin' sticks. If the first down at 7 yards, you ran 8. You don't run 5 yards and hope you break a tackle.
Right.
Like, what is this? Just I can't. This NFL annoys me. It's just so dumb. And Jason Garrett's offense is like they're running the same plays in the middle of the field. One play to Sills on the outside, and Glennon misses like a bum. I'm just sick of it. I know it's preseason, but geez, get your crap together.
Well, I know the offense is vanilla on purpose, but Glennon has missed some people.
But who runs a 5-yard route when you need 6? At least run 6. Like, at least if you get tackled, you're tackled at the first down marker. And then, they can measure it. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't. When you run 5 and then the guy is sitting underneath because everyone's playing underneath coverage on a 3rd and 6. They're not playing man because if they play man, you break a tackle and get a big gain, they're screwed. But if they're going to do that, you need to run at least 6 yards and turn around. You run 4 and turn around, what's the point? Because the guy is now going to, the quarterback's taking the time to get to you. Then you have to turn around. The guy's already on you.
Hey, Adam, who's number 15?
Alex Bachman. He is a slot receiver.
He's a slot receiver for real. He's
decent. He's been around the league. I think he's started with the Rams and we picked him up off waivers last year. He made the team as in the practice squad. I was kind of curious to see how he would fare. I don't think he'll make the team this year with the guys in front of him. You got guys like Tony. They love Sills. CJ Board. I mean, I'm sorry, he's going to make the team. I mean, look at the effort that guy gave on that catch down there.
CJ Board is going to make the team, man.
Play special teams. I mean, Bachman, good chance of making a practice squad again, We still don't have Tony, so who knows where that saga goes. Maybe he makes the team.
What's wrong with him?
There's I can't tell you because I don't know. There's nothing that they're saying is wrong with him. I don't know if his heart's broken because his shoes don't fit right or something like that, and you just can't get on the field.
Weird. I haven't heard no injury report. I haven't heard nothing about no COVID or anything.
Right. I'm curious because the season is upon us in about 4 weeks, right? And I'm wondering if he doesn't play in those 2 weeks that they have off leading up to the regular season. Will we see him? Like, what are they going to do? I mean, Galladay the same way. This offense is putrid without those guys. I mean, Shepard is good and Barkley is good, and you'll have a couple guys like that. But God, if we can get Galladay or at least Tony back, jeez, put some juice in this team.
Right, man. Like, what's going on? Like,
Because,
all our everybody's not playing. Rudolph, Galladay, Tony,
yeah, I mean, and
Jones,
it's
Barkley.
well, you know, it's hard. It really is hard because we like the joint practices and a lot of. Oh my God, Joe Thomas, put some deodorant on. Jesus Christ. Sorry, it just looks like a towel. It looks like he needs to put towels under his armpits.
Yeah.
So nasty. But
I mean, we haven't seen one starter. We haven't seen Shepard. We haven't seen we've seen Slayton a couple of times.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the rash of injuries going on around the league, I think that's what they're doing. But to me, even though you're getting one-on-ones, you're getting practice, there's game situation I want to see these guys in.
Right.
There's like that, like what Stefanski went for the touchdown. It was a 4th and 3. Now, in the goal line, do you normally go for that play? Probably you kick the field goal if it's a regular season with the first drive, you know. But he tried it out and they scored, and it's like, well, those are the issues. Those are the things that, you know, Jones and those guys need to work on. You can't get that same intensity or even reps in practice. And I just feel like some of these things they need, even if it's a series, right?
Oh, now I see what you was talking about, man. Jesus, he got like a whole puddle underneath his arm. Jesus, he ain't even playing.
Oh my God! I mean, you know, somebody needs deodorant right guard. One of those teams need to get on him and call him and say, "If this can work for me, it can work for you." You know?
Right?
Like, you know, the spokesperson. But I love preseason, but and I'm really, you know, enjoying being on a call with somebody, because normally I'm not. I just watch them like in a basement by myself, kind of, to get my cursing out and all that stuff. But it really is fun to interject with somebody else and kind of get opinions and bounce ideas. See, for me, Devontae Downs, here's the thing about him. He's an interesting guy because, oh yeah, woo, that's my boy. But Devontae Downs is a guy who I don't want to make this team because
I don't like him at all.
He hurts my mental, you know,
makeup when I watch him. It's like he's just there.
It's like, but Pat, when this play comes up, this guy, I want him on the field. That's how much I admire it. Again, people watching the stream, Pat and I are at different levels. He'll see the play that I was excited about. I don't want to ruin it for him. So you can get his reaction. But man, it's just, these are the things I like to see about that. You know, second teamers doing it against other second teamers, right? That's what you want to see, because those are the guys that are going to play on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And when Pat catches up, I know exactly, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, good Lord.
That's, see what I'm saying? Carter Coughlin, huh?
Yeah.
See, he's gonna make the team. That guy, I love what they.
I think he's gonna be starting on the side of
really
Blake Martinez.
Well, he's earning his spot. That's for dang sure. Because I've been watching him a little bit on defense, and you're watching him on the inside. That one play with the Browns, I'm wondering if he didn't slip on the play and got the backfield as a touchdown. He's been penetrating inside all day. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I think it's very, very cool to see him do well in this position change. Remember, we talked about him at the beginning of the game because he had that holding penalty, and like I said, that was not a product of him not having the skills. It's, you know, when you don't really do that motion much, you know, you might grab. That's the one thing I'd be worried about with him is occasional holding penalties. But geez, that guy's motor. Oh.
Yeah, he has a motor out this world. To be a smaller linebacker, he has a motor out this world, and he's not gonna quit. Like, seriously, that dude's gonna fight. That's why he's always gonna make this roster.
Well, I just love that he's taking his defensive end and outside linebacker skill set and using it in the middle when he's pass rushing. If you watch, the guards can't get him because they're not athletic enough to keep up with him. And he can use a dip and a spin move or a rip move that he learned while being a pass rusher, and now has the advantage against the guard, which this is interesting because James Betcher likes to blitz a lot, and he knows how to blitz, and that's interesting to see. I kind of admire what they're doing here with this with these versatile defensive players. And I think Reggie Ragland will make the team too. I think.
Yeah, our middle linebackers are going to be Coughlin, Martinez, Reggie Ragland, Tay Crowder. And we might keep one more.
The one thing I'm not liking about Tay Crowder that I'm hearing, and he had this problem last year, is he's missing tackles.
Yeah.
And as a linebacker, I can't have you miss tackles. I can't have you be that much of a liability on the field.
See, he's one of those athletic linebackers that don't like to put his nose in there a little bit, I believe.
Well, is it athletic, or is he just being overpowered? Because there's one thing to get to the spot, and another thing where a guy just drives you out of that spot, And I'm just wondering if he needs to, because if you bulk him up, he might lose some speed, right? He might lose a little speed. And you don't want to do that because he's effective as a range kind of linebacker. But if you don't, he's going to get blown out the hole. So
that's crazy because I think Carter Coughlin is listed as smaller than him. Right. Carter Coughlin, you're not blowing him up like that. He's going to take you down.
I think it's because of the edge rusher, right? The angles are different. There you go, kid. There you go. That's how you make a ball club. That's what you do. We're rooting for you. There's a camp over here rooting for him. Again, people, I'm not gonna reveal it. This is Pat's podcast, so I'm gonna let him talk about the ups and downs of the team. I'm just gonna talk about players and rosters and just give my thoughts on a couple guys I'm looking at and excited about. And if Pat wants to comment on the play, we can always circle back to that.
I'll ask you this: who do you think our receivers are going to be this year?
I'm hoping Tony, Galladay, Shepard definitely, Darius Slayton. Those are my top four, like automatic locks. Unfortunately, John Ross is probably not going to make the ball club because, again, he's injured, which is the story of this guy's life.
Right.
Every time he comes in, there's something wrong with him. And, I hope C.J. Board and David Sills, that would make 6. Pettis is on an uphill battle as well. Like, he's got a tough go of it. So I think Sills and Board, because Board playing special teams. Sills because he's having an outstanding – he's producing in the games. When you're taking it from the practice field to the game field, that means you're doing your teachings right. And again, this guy is all over the field. I'm not going to reveal too much again because we're on a delay, but all I have to say is that guy's got my vote. If I'm watching film, he's got my vote. And Dante Pettis, huh? I want to see Pettis as a kick returner. I don't like Board as a kick returner. I like him as a gunner, but I want some juice. I want a guy who can take it to the house,
I got an interesting question for you. You think Rising John can crack this roster?
You know what?
I actually like that guy.
He's you know what? Cole Hicatini was number 48, was in his spot. And he's been injured, and Rising John is, he's doing well. I can't lie to you.
I think given a chance, that man can produce.
I think he's going to make the roster. I do think the move tight end, the detached tight end that he's going to play, and he's not the greatest blocker in the world.
Oh, good catch.
And not to mention, he just got called for a penalty on blocking. I know I just had to mention that since we were talking about him.
You talking about Rising John?
Yeah. So he kind of hugged the guy. Now he's being taken out of the game because you can't hug players in the NFL. It's called holding, young fella. But see, if he can refine that a little bit, that's going to be his Achilles heel. He can catch the ball with the best of them. He made that great seam play a few plays.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
We'll see if Nikita Griffin, number 47, he's intriguing because he can block. He's from Rutgers. He can play some tight end, and if he can get the ball, I can see him making the ball club. But our backup, Caden Smith's making it. He made it. Because I don't know where Rudolph. It depends on what Rudolph's going to be, because you could technically keep 4 tight ends, but you could also put Rudolph on the PUP list, which kind of sucks, and you won't be getting him until after week 6. But then it means you can get a young guy like a Rising John on the roster.
Yeah,
right.
Something about that Rudolph thing. I'm kind of worried about because it's weird, man.
Well, it annoys me that you knew about it and you still signed it, right? You you said, okay, well, we know it's one thing if it came up in the medicals after, like we didn't know about it and whatever, you knew, and then you still went on with it. I would have changed the language of the contract to be like, if you don't play X amount of games, we get to recoup this amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right
something
now,
like that.
Right now, he's getting a full $7 million guaranteed right now for this season, or something along those lines. You know, so man, I'm loving this second team. They're playing pretty well. I like Elijah Penny. That's a guy we should talk about.
That's a guy who I believe should get more power carries.
Yeah.
When we go to the power eye, that guy runs hard, man. He's fast for his size.
He was a running back originally. When he came in with Arizona, he transformed into a fullback. But to me, I'm like, if he's going to be on the field, you need to utilize him. He's a skilled player, right? I feel like all the skilled players. Way to go, Glennon. All the skilled players are the ones that you need to be on the field. And if you're not going to use an extra player such as Elijah Penny, you're wasting that position on the field, right?
Right.
That's like a running back. All he does is stand there and pick up the blitz and not even flaring out. You're wasting an extra guy.
You're wasting a roster spot.
Exactly. Especially if you're not going to use him as a fullback, right? Why not put a guy in front of Barkley? I was going to say Charles Barkley. In front of Saquon Barkley.
Shit, Charles Barkley would be the one at the front.
Yeah, he'd be a good fullback right there, right?
Shit, we might need to put him at right guard.
There you go. Round mound to rebound, baby. Him and Shaq, we can put them both on the line. Oh boy. But I feel like you need to utilize players more. Don't waste him to, okay, he gets a special team snap here and there every time they punt, but change of pace.
Right.
What the hell do people do shotgun draws for? Well, you're in shotgun for a reason. You're going to do a draw play. What is that? Preseason. It's preseason. What? Damn it, Pat. Damn it. This is what I hate shotgun draw. I think that play is the worst in the game. All right. You want to do a screenplay at a shotgun? Okay, but a draw play where you're basically sitting there, hopefully they bite on it. See, a shotgun draw to me might work on first down because they don't know what you're doing. 2nd and 5 in the shotgun. Do a draw play. You're at 3rd and 6. They know you're passing. And then you do a damn run play because they're all in their lanes and they tackle you. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But I hate the shotgun draw. It works for like a team like Kansas City because you got, Tyreek Hill and you can put him in the backfield.
I see what you're talking about. They shouldn't have done that. They had like 7 people on the line. You should have passed.
Look, but this is what I'm saying. Preseason to me, like I know people are going to say it's preseason. I'm like, but this is where I want to see a guy like Glennon check out of the play. Maybe change something up.
And Burton got destroyed on that play, number 70. My God.
It's true. But the reason is because you're trying to pass block and sell the run. The guy's like, screw this, I'm coming to get somebody. And then you try to run block. It doesn't work, man. Shotgun draw is just a
Jesus, like 70 wasn't even there. He flew straight past. Damn.
Well, he ain't making the ball.
Right. Burton, whoever that is, my goodness.
But man, I thought about it too. They were talking about it on the radio on another pod or a Giants pod. These guys, were practicing against each other and they razz you about getting beaten by somebody on another team, right? Oh, you stunk here, you stunk there. And I'm like, I'd be embarrassed if I get beaten by second teamers. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, a guy like Carter Coughlin is destroying cats out there.
Right.
And you're sitting here and you're like, dude, how are you even in the NFL? Right? Like, how are you in the NFL? I don't get it, man. I don't understand. And this is why Giant fans are concerned because of the depth. And I'm like, all right, getting a guy better than Jackson Barton or where the hell that guy is, good, great, good. But I don't know if they're going to try to replace Shane Lemieux, and I think a lot of people want a guy that's going to come in and compete for a starting job. And I think the Giants want a veteran that's going to come in and be kind of versatile for a lot of jobs, right? There was a rumor about that Ritter guy, him not wanting to come in because he didn't want to not play guard or something. He didn't want to play guard or something like that. Whether or not it's true or not, it doesn't matter. The point is he didn't want to do something the Giants asked him to do. So, you know, that's a person you might want to move on from. And I heard it's possible rumor they could trade for a guy on the Browns. Who knows? The only reason I would do that is if you know that another team is going to sign him, and you're afraid that you're going to lose out on him come waiver time and trade time. That's when I would trade for a guy that you're interested in looking at.
Doing good, Joe. Doing good, man. Watching these Giants. I believe our offensive line will be okay. Only thing I'm worried about is that rust in that first game against the Broncos because none of our starters have gotten any real game time playing with each other. And so we're going to try to throw them out there and hopefully they gel immediately. I don't see how they can do that, but hey, I've seen crazier things happen. So,
well, I mean, they're practicing together, which is the good thing. The problem that you're not seeing right now is when the calls are being made, right? And Nick Gates or Daniel Jones is changing the protection up. Will these guys have that, mental acuity to be like, well, I know what he's going to do on this play? Even because in practice, the defense is coming this way, the defense is coming that way. In a game, they're going to disguise it better. And when your guys are all young, haven't played in the game, and getting that kind of your feet kind of wet like that, it kind of makes you, damn it, Joe Thomas, put your arms down. When you get guys like that, that's the only thing I'm worried about is that defensive line for Denver is pretty good. That front four, Chubb, and you have Von Miller over there, and those are guys I'm going to worry about when Andrew Thomas. I mean, they held their own against Cleveland, but again, I worry because you haven't seen Von Miller. The guy's going to be game ready. Chubb is going to be game ready, and you haven't gelled. Matt Pert hasn't played with Shane Lemieux that much last year, so that's my only concern. I'm not concerned about their ability. I'm just concerned about their continuity together. That's about it.
That's what I'm concerned about as well. Man, that dude, he just jumped out of a pool. Why is he sweating so bad?
I guess it's a hot date. They need the misting fan up there for him. Sit there and put that. Oh yeah, come on! What is that? Oh, you ref, you're a son of a gun. You know that? Son of a. That's what I like to see. Defense, baby. Bums out here. Bums.
Is that Kyle Lauletta out there?
Oh, is that the bum? No wonder it was a bum. I knew there was a quarterback that looked like a bum.
Yeah, see, number 91, man. If you look, number 91 is getting pressure almost every time he's in there. That dude, man, I'm telling you, man, they need to let him be on this roster, let him develop.
How'd you let that noodle arm make that throw? Jesus, man, that ball took days to get there. And look at this flutter. Man, Montre Hardridge, you are not making the ball club, man. You are.
Oh, I thought that was a fumble on that play.
That's what I said. Freaking refs. Oh, come on. Bums. You're making this guy look like a Hall of Fame quarterback. Freaking bums. They're calling a timeout. You would call a timeout, Cleveland, you jerk offs. But man, this is what pisses me off. It's just like, I love Jimenez. I think he's going to be good. Again, you're seeing a lot of these pass rush guys making plays today with Fedibo and Jimenez. That's a good sign. We're going to need those guys. Aziz is not playing much, but he was dominating in the practice, so that was good to see. So I'd like to, I like that. The thing that I'm afraid of is like a lot of the starting defense hasn't played together either, right? And I know we're saving them for Denver, but continuity is it's like a boxer, right? If you box with somebody, you just throw a boxer in there, after 6 weeks of training and not sparring with anybody and say, here you go win the title. I don't think that boxer is going to be that prepared to take the punches. It's going to be a sloppy fight for the first few rounds, right? As opposed to being hitting out on all cylinders come jump. So that's what I hate. Is like I don't want 4 weeks of the regular season to be wasted on getting your continuity, getting your feet wet, hitting somebody, because that's what preseason should be about. I know people are scared of injuries, but you got to get hit by somebody else. You got to get tackled. And a game is different than in practice, because in a game, guys are launching themselves. In practice, it's kind of one-on-one. You're controlled. You're up, down, up, down. The coaches can blow the whistle whenever they want.
Right.
You're doing repeat reps. You know what I mean? We've all been there. If you played football, you know what I'm talking about. You mess up, you get back in line, you do it again. In a game, someone's going to call a penalty. In a game, that player is going to take advantage of your mistake, right? And you need some teachable tape outside of practice to kind of go. And I mean, even Gettleman said they're going to make roster cuts this week, right? Coming up after the Browns game. And you don't have any game film right now. You have practice footage against guys on the other team. Now, I know it's practice and it was a little different, but to me, game settings, is he going to hold? Is there someone's going to be held on the play? Just a game is different. If you've practiced, no matter if you've had a joint scrimmage or whatnot, it's different. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Well, the answer to Stewart's question, Ellison Smith is not active. He's been injured as well. We've had a lot of injuries, a lot of injuries.
Yeah, but they're naggers. That's what I mean. Nagging injuries, the nagging ones, right? They're like, he's got a hamstring. What did he do? Grab a cup of coffee, slip in the kitchen, and pull his hamstring? Like, we don't even know what happened to the guy. Tony, we have no idea what happened to him, right?
Right. Unfortunately, man, I'm going to have to cut the stream off in a second. Got an emergency. I'm getting ready to move to Dallas tomorrow. Trying to wait out this first half. But
hey, man, thanks for having me, man. I'm going to watch the second half with a more intent eye. I'm going to pick out a few guys that I want to see make this ball club. But, Pat, thanks for having me on. Glad we could talk some of the rosters, guys, as the game was going on. That was fun. And I hope to do it again sometime.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing this during the regular season, so.
You may hear from me once or twice throughout the 17 weeks. Sometimes I go a little crazy and need my alone time at the game. But if there's a blowout or something,
you can call in during the blowout as well.
Yeah, but if it's a crazy game, you already heard me drop almost a couple F-bombs now, and it's preseason. You can only imagine when the stakes are real what this guy's going to do. So,
all right.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, Adam.
See you.
All right, got Kyle Lauletta. Overthrows his receiver. Nate, what's going on?
What's up?
So then get to this little Giants game, man. I'm going to have to cut it off at halftime, man, because I got to make a move to Dallas today. So
yeah, for sure.
But 44 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 2. Kyle Lauletta, ex-Giant, trying to make some noise against us, man. This guy, didn't he get like a DUI or something?
What did he do?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
All right, bro.
Nate, I will be doing the next preseason game. If you want to come on and do a commentary with me, you can.
Sure.
But Giants fans, I'm going to have to cut it a little short. Got to go do an emergency. Got to make this move. But thank you guys, whoever tuned in the beginning. Matt, I got to get you back on the channel to do a show. Ain't heard from you. Hoping everything is good. Heard from Viz. Hope everything is well with you as well. Joe, everybody that came in. Got a showing from Zion. Got a showing from Sunny D. Thank you, Adam, for coming on. And we're going to end it here. It's tied right now, 7-7. Giants and Browns are tied. Good showing by the second stringers today. They made me proud today, man. They answered that touchdown from the Browns earlier. That's all I wanted them to do. show some heart. But Mac, see you later, bro. I'll see you guys later. And I'll give up a report what happened in the game later for all my Giants fans. But gotta go.